Okay, so I'm just kind of fiddling around with this, and this is where it all began. Y'all can see that picture. Yep. Okay. So we will keep that up there, and then we will go back. Let me see. Oh, I want this. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get this picture to go away. It's going to continuously block my face. Is it going to go away? I don't think it's going to go away. I think it's going to continuously stay there. I'm definitely trying. Okay. There we go. All right, so we met on a streaming website. Let me see. How did I get on the website? I was introduced to the website because I follow May Bay, which is who is a, I think she's a nationally known, worldwide known streamer. Maybe live. I happened to add her on one of my Facebooks, and she had put down on one of the links something about go check out Beagle Live. So I kind of watched her for a while. I watched a lot of different lives. There was a lot of different families, different people streaming, dancing, you know, just different people with different content. And I ended up joining. I went ahead and created a profile and ended up joining January of 2020, I believe. Yeah, it was January 2020. Or was it 19? Maybe it was 19. Let me think. 20. It could have been 19. Maybe it is 19 because I've been on the app almost 2 years. So, join the app. Because I think I was only on about maybe 6 months or so when I had met her, and then we became alliances. So anyway, I'm gonna kind of recap things actually live. I know I put up videos beforehand. So met on Bigo. Basically there's gifts on there, bean diamond gifts, and we met on a mutual friends panel. They did auctions and stuff like that, which unless you actually are on Beagle, you probably don't even understand anything I'm saying. So we started doing our alliance thing like in March, and then we started talking and kind of being more frequent on each other's panels and giving some more support in June. the day that we decided to like talk and not really like start a relationship or whatever, but you know, just kind of get to know each other more than what we're doing with other people. I'm a very good date keeper, so I really keep a lot of things in my head. So the anniversary date of us talking would be July 9th. So yeah. And then I made a trip down there in August, which I believe it was August 15th. Which you've seen that in the video. Since then, we have flown together. I went down there and we both flown together back on the plane. Back here where I'm from, we have went on several vacations. We've been to California, we've been to Utah, we've been to Miami. Plenty of times to Las Vegas. Yeah. Let's see what else. I don't really want to repeat myself from the videos that I had showed and stuff. Just some things that I had left out, I guess. Okay, yeah, so December went down for my birthday, and at that time we were only seeing each other one time a month. We weren't really serious, but we did share the word love. Like, I love you, I care about you, I care about what happens to you, you know, stuff like that. In January, I had some medical things go on, so I had to go to surgery. That really showed me that where she was, who I was to her, and what I meant to her. Her mom was gonna come down, but at that time it was, you know, the COVID stuff and all the restrictions and stuff. So her mom didn't end up coming, but her just being there, worried about me. She actually flew here. I had my surgery in January. She flew here. I was probably on bed rest for about a month. She flew here. I believe it was in February. You know, and kind of took care of me, made sure I was okay, made sure I was good, and everything. And I believe that was her first, that was her first time in Nebraska. She flew in, drove the rental car, you know, kind of waited on me and stuff because I was on the lead peen. So our lives was going back and forth. During that time, I didn't see her from December, January. After my birthday, I didn't see her again until February. So those 2 months were hectic. But I had the surgery in January. Then we decided to start making more time for each other. At this time, we were still on that stupid app. Drama, conflicts, you name it. We've been through it all. I had some mishaps happen in my life. And I've had some good things happen in my life. She's advanced in her career. She's moved up in her position at her job, and I have became an official homeowner. I would say just the support and the knowledge of being able to make those steps in our lives. We both encouraged each other to continue on being the best that we could be, just always being there. I wasn't able to fly anywhere for about 3 months. She has really stepped up and came this way. She's met my family. I believe she met my family when she came down here. Let's see, June. No, for her birthday, she didn't meet them. We were still in the townhome, and she had met them. She met them one time. We went to the zoo, so it was like right before I moved here. So I would probably say in June, July of this year is when she's met them. So grandbabies like her. She plays with them. You know, they approve of her. They like her. She actually was able to meet my daughter. We went down to... Me and my daughter had taken a mother-daughter trip down to Vegas, so she was actually able to meet my daughter. Yeah, she didn't meet the grandbabies till after that. She actually met the grandbabies in July or August when she came down. Right after her birthday. So she is a Cancer. And my daughter's a Cancer too, so imagine that. But anyway, yeah, during that time of us, you know, being together, seeing each other, making trips, there's been times for the 1.5 years that like there's been 2 or 3 months that we went without seeing each other, and it's been hard. It's hard. She has a pretty steady work schedule, so so yeah, so I think I pretty much caught you guys up until I said I was gonna start streaming from yesterday. Our communication is a lot. We do our best to stay on the phone, to go to sleep together. We talk about just random things. We talk about what we're gonna do next, what trips we're gonna make, what's going on in her life, what's going on in my life. Sometimes when she has called or I have called, we've both been silent. And I think that kind of gets on her nerves, because when she calls, she wants to talk. And she's like, well, you're not talking, so I'm going to hang up. And I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. Like, my life is pretty boring. My life is pretty, you know, like, I guess I talk about the house and, you know, the contractors and this and this and this. And then I was offered a job and this and this and this. And she's really, she doesn't hold back. She tells me what's up. She tells me what's up. She lets me know, like, this is good for you. This isn't good for you. You know, felt some type of way about that person, felt some type of way about this person, you know. But the last time she was here, we had fun. We have a pretty big college town and pretty big college football, and we went down and celebrated that. And that was the first time she was actually able to like go out and be here with me, so that was nice. One of our favorite things is seafood, which is awesome because that's something that I can do since I have lost the weight. We really haven't done much traveling since my surgery. I know that we want to go back to Mount Zion because at that time, like, I was a bit bigger and out of breath and all that. I know that we want to go back to California. I didn't want to stand in that long line to see the Hollywood Museum and walk around the malls and stuff like that. So, I mean, we do want to do things it's a big adjustment for her with the weather. Where she lives, it's nice all the time, and here it's back and forth. I keep my house pretty cool, and she sits with the heater and blankets because she gets cold. And me, being the cougar that I am, I'm going through menopause, so I constantly sweat. Speaking of that, her mom had talked to me. I was just there this past week and told me that to try this menopausal medicine. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it. She said it works wonders for her because I hate sweating like this. I hate sweating all the time. Right now I have a fan blowing on me, and I know it's like, what is it? 60 degrees outside. So I just randomly have hot flashes, and they're kind of embarrassing sometimes, but she understands that, and she doesn't judge me. She gets it. She knows that, like, one point in time she's gonna get old too. Yeah, it's 58 degrees outside. So yeah, a lot of FaceTime, a lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages. One thing I can say is that after we have our visit, and she has either came here or I've gone down there, we seem to kind of have that in love feeling, or like, you know, like we bonded again, like it's us again. And then after a couple weeks of being away from each other, it's kind of like, oh shit, like, you know, what's going on? I don't know if that has to do with like the whole situation that we're in. We're like, you know, is this ever going to be something? Are we wasting each other's time? Or it's because we haven't seen each other, so we didn't have that physicalness. So then we both decided that we're gonna try to do the two times a month. Either her come down here, me go down there, or me go up there twice, whichever. Because with her having a 9 to 5 and me working from home, it seems to be better for me to make the travel arrangements. But yeah, I don't know. We talk about it, like when we see each other, we're like, you know, we miss each other when we leave, you know, and then after a few days of being away, it's like we're kind of like have that like, oh, that doubt. We don't know if we're wasting each other's time, or she says, oh, you want to be with somebody where you live, you know, and I don't know, like, I know I don't want to be with anybody here where I live. I've already invested 1.5 years in her. I'm willing to see, you know, for the long haul, I'm willing to see how this is gonna go. You know, they say the first year is like the honeymoon stage, and then after that you see, you know. I haven't told anybody that I'm in a relationship, or I really am feeling somebody, and I don't know why. I guess it's like, my daughter knows because she met her, but I still tell my daughter, like, we're friends. She lives there, I live here. You know, she's like, but Mom, it has to be something more because you're always going down there and she's here. It has increased. And it's like, well, I mean, I'm not sleeping with anybody else. I'm not talking to anybody else like that. So, I mean, what do you really call it? Relationship? Companionship? Contentment? I don't know. I know that inside, like, I love her and I feel that she loves me. I just think that sometimes the distance puts so much weight on it that it's like, well, does she really feel that way, or do I really feel that way? So we kind of question each other, like, is this really gonna work? But yeah, so I think we're caught up, and she's coming next month. I was just there. She cooked for me. It was nice. She made me some eggs and bacon. You know, I had that weight loss surgery, so I can't eat a lot of stuff, but she cooked for me. She went to the store and bought stuff that I can eat and drink. And I mean, she does her part. And when she's here, I cater to her and we do fun things. But right now, she's not feeling too well and she's charging her phone. So during the day, it's usually like text messages, like, have a good day at work. What are you doing? I used to be really, really petty and childish if I didn't hear from her from lunch. I'm like, oh, you're on lunch break, but you couldn't call me, or you're on a lunch break and I didn't hear from you, or you didn't tell me you went on lunch, you know. And it's like, you know, I have to realize, like, she does have things to take care of. Like, there's different things going on. She talks to her family all the time. When she's here, I see that all the time. And I had to, like, stop personalizing that. It doesn't mean that she's not thinking about me. It doesn't mean that I'm not important to her. It's just that she has other things to do. She's gotten better as far as, like, reaching out, texting and calling. And it usually does stay pretty consistent after we have our meeting, after we actually see each other. So we'll see how it goes. I just want to play one little video from our